Welcome, FNewsa57 here. Once again, I'm back on my Xbox One, and today I'm bringing you yet another Gears 5 video. In this video, I will be showing you how to get the brand new RABID Grenadier character skin, as well as how to complete the new Bunny Hunt medal group as fast as possible. So, unfortunately, this metal group and this skin is probably one of the most annoying skins that they have ever done. And yeah, it's enough that this thing has aggravated the piss out of me and given me a darn toothache. That's how aggravating this thing is. So for this metal group, what you have to do is you have to complete the Big Bunny Energy, Bunny Hunt Body Count, and a Veteran Bunny Hunter medals. They're relatively straightforward. Complete 10 rounds of Bunny Hunt versus event. That's actually easy. Very easy. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Considering there's a maximum of 4 rounds per game, it takes the best of 4 to win. So, whichever team wins 3 rounds first is going to be the victor. And then you have Bunny Hunt Body Count, which is get 50 eliminations in the Bunny Hunt versus event. That's a little more difficult to do, and depending on your RNG, it's either going to be that one or it's going to be the Big Bunny Energy that is going to be the most annoying medal. Personally, this medal is retarded as all hell, and I don't believe should be there. But then again, I don't believe this even event should be there in the first place. They honestly screwed the pooch on this one. But you got to get 5 kills as the leader in the Bunny Hunt versus event. Now, the reason why I hate this event so much, if we go, so obviously this is the skin. You can see what it looks like. I'm doing the video a little bit differently because I've already unlocked this. And it took hours to unlock since it's just very aggravating. But it's the Locust Grenadier skin, except for the upper half looks like a... I don't know. It looks like a rabbit that just came out of, the nuclear apocalypse. It's different looking as far as the skin goes, but I wouldn't use it. I would much rather just run the regular Locust Grenadier as opposed to this hairy version. Anyways, what you need to do is you need to go into the brand new multiplayer game mode. This is the new versus event game mode called Bunny Hunt, where, you have to protect your bunny and hunt down the enemy bunny. Snipers only. Yay, that sounds fun. It sounds like a new take on one shot, one kill. Yeah, it's ass. So, first of all, it's Guardian with long shots only, and an ember on the map, and depending on the map, maybe a shot grenade. That just sounds horrible. Secondly, there's no melee damage. You can't melee at all. You can still vault over cover and perform an execution, but you can't melee. That's just dumb. But it gets better. There's also insanely reduced body shot damage. Normally with a long shot, it takes about 2 hits to the body to down someone. Well, they got the bright idea to put it in there that they're pretty much body shots don't matter. Even with a perfect active reload, it takes about 6 to 8 body shots to actually down another person. So forget about trying to get eliminations that way. If you're not getting a headshot, you're not getting an elim. Now, you can try for a body shot and let a teammate hit him in the head and take the kill to get an elimination. But I can't really offer you any advice other than... just don't even bother with this skin. If you're sure that you really want to torture yourself with this, then I'll give you a few tips. It plays like Guardian, so bring a team. That's the best thing you can do. It's 5v5 with bot backfill, so chances are you're never going to find a match that's going to be like 2v4 or anything of that nature, so it's best to bring a team with you and understand how the Guardian rule set works. Because if you don't move or the enemies push your spawn, you'll spawn flip, and whoever kills the enemy leader will be leader the following round. So it's actually very annoying to get that 5 kills as the leader while trying to not get your head blown off in the process. You might be lucky, you might be able to get it done really easy, maybe you just like it, but there's no balancing in this matchmaking, so in this mode you can be matched, you could be bronze and matched against master players. It's just the way that the game mode is. That's why I said bring a friends, ideally, try and coordinate with each other as to who needs to be the leader to kill the leader. If you don't have that luxury, then the best thing you can do is you can simply go in, search for a match, and at the beginning of a match, it is random who becomes the leader. So if you're not leader, just back out of the lobby and search again until you get in a lobby where you are leader. That is if you don't have a team to work with, and if that is the only medal that you still need. Now, if you're fantastic at versus, or you're super lucky, or you just have a horseshoe up your ass, then this is probably going to be very easy for you to do because of the fact that you only need 5 kills as the leader, and you only need 50 eliminations. Technically speaking, you could possibly get this done in about 3 games at the most, if you got lucky. So I'm not going to actually go into the game mode, but I do have a few game clips that I made sure to record so you can at least see a little bit of what I was doing. Now, like I said, I utterly hate this game mode, and I will never touch it again. I'm very disappointed in the Coalition for unlocking it. This is the last match that I did. You can see here, I just screenshotted the fact that the medal popped, 5 kills as the leader, bunny hunt, and the RABID Grenadier. That's the only thing that you get. Now, I'll actually show you a couple of the game clips so I can just describe a little bit better, and you can see a little bit better what was going on. As you can see, I've been working on this for hours. So this is one of the clips that I actually had a better run as when I was finally able to get leader. So I had killed the enemy leader in the previous round, which is how I became leader. And this is one of the better maps for doing this on, because you can actually snipe across the map. So you'll see it's very important to use your ability. That way you can mark the enemies, and you can also keep an eye on where the enemy leader is. Now, another thing to note is, while like I just took out the leader right there as the leader, even if we went to the next round, if you're leader one round, you will not be leader the following round. So keep that in mind if you're either working with a team or just, you know, playing solo. Now, like I said, I did stay back because when you're playing as the leader, you're usually forced to play back a bit, especially in this game mode, since there is no melee damage and body shots do hardly any damage. But it's fairly easy once you take out the enemy leader. You do have to watch your head, and you have to be somewhat decent with the long shot. The hitboxes on a couple characters are a little weird, like that shot. I thought I had her head on Reyna, but unfortunately, or not Reyna, Queen Reyna, I should say. Unfortunately, I was just a little bit high, and I didn't actually have her head. But if you kind of, either if you're really comfortable with the sniper, you can play up. Otherwise, just play back and try and take them out. So, as you can see, I did pick up 2 kills in that clip, but with the way that people are just dodging, rolling, dashing, just being a royal nightmare in this game mode, it's extremely hard to get that headshot. So just bear that in mind. Now, what I want to do is show you a couple other clips just so you have a decent idea. It took me forever to actually get this one done, but we managed to pull it off. This is a game where I actually was able to get it done. The other thing that I should mention is, if as the leader you stay in your spawn too long, then what will happen is it'll automatically spawn flip. So do keep that in mind. Now, like I said, this is a 5v5 game mode with bot backfill, so chances of you getting like a private lobby, not going to happen. This is the beginning of the match, which I wanted to demonstrate the fact that when you load into a new game, if the game hasn't started yet, it's going to make a random person leader. The same thing happens if no one kills the enemy leader on your team. It will make a random person leader. Or it'll make the person with the highest point value leader. So personally, I think Dam is a better map for this. You do have to watch it, but again, I'm doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing, which is picking out where the enemy leader is and marking as many targets as possible for my allies. At which point, after that, what you need to do is you just need to keep your head down. Now, the spawning in this game, like I said, with the spawn flipping, kind of weird. The spawns will flip if enemies push in, or if as the leader you stay in your spawn too much. So these guys, I don't know what they were doing. They were just sitting over there, not really playing. So I'm staying back, and I'm going to show you here in a second where the spawns flip. And you can use this a little bit to your advantage if you're the leader trying to get some kills. So because I was sitting there and I haven't moved, the spawns just flipped, which if you notice, that dude respawned right behind me, and free kill for me. Now the bad thing about this is that means that you're going to have people spawning behind you. So keep that in mind as the leader. That can be very, very difficult. It's also a good idea to, whenever possible, you need to protect your leader. That's the number one thing that you want to do, is protect your leader if you're in the situation that, like, you're not leader and somebody flips the spawn. As far as picking up eliminations, the best thing to do is to aim for the head, but as you'll see, people move around so damn much that it can be very difficult to do. If you're playing mouse and keyboard, or if you're playing with a wired controller, that will help you a bit. I was not. I'm playing with a wireless controller, which naturally has a little bit more latency than if you're playing with a wired controller. If you are playing and you're just wandering around like I am, it's actually surprisingly harder for people to hit your head just wandering around because everybody else is bouncing around. But if you're not the leader, you want to prioritize taking out the leader. And you do have to be very careful with the hitboxes in this game, because especially the leader with that bunny helmet, mask, whatever you want to call it, the hitbox is really weird on it. And oftentimes you'll think that you have a perfect headshot on them, but you just get a hit marker. So that was one of the things that was very, very aggravating. Of course, like I said, in this game, some of the people just weren't playing, so it did make it incredibly easy to get those kills. But if you're not that lucky, then, well, it can definitely be frustrating. I would say try to put up with it. Once you have finished all of your medals, especially your leader or kills as the leader, if you notice that someone else is leader on the enemy team, while you don't want to throw the game necessarily, but be nice, you know? If you're not leader and you're not the last person alive or something like that, give the other person a free kill. They're just trying to get their skin done. So, as you've seen, I killed the leader in this round that I had a game clip of. I'm going to show you the other game clip now real quick, and that'll be my last game clip for you. But I'll show you this game clip because I killed the leader the enemy round, so now I'm the leader in the following round. And of course, it can be very chaotic as the leader, especially when the spawns are flipping back and forth. So like that dude not playing, I wanted him, I missed my shot, because you got to keep dodging. And it gets really difficult when you have enemies on both sides of you. So try to use everything to your advantage in terms of cover slide, just doing what they don't necessarily expect you to do, but definitely don't just stand there. So you can see this is where I was forced as the leader to try and avoid a bunch of enemies, and I'm pretty much missing all of my shots here. But it's less important as the leader if the other leader's alive and your team's still alive, it's less important for you to get kills as it is for you to actually stay alive. So just note that it doesn't really matter if they shoot you in the body unless you're taking about 6 or more shots, because you're not going to go down. But do be very careful playing around cover, because they can mantle over cover and execute you, or pull you over cover and execute you. So those are really the best tips that I can give you in terms of trying to actually complete the bunny hunt medal group if you're not somebody who just absolutely loves playing versus and is a friggin' god at it. Otherwise, all I can do is wish you the absolute best of luck when it comes to attempting to get this done. If you do have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I will do my absolute best to answer them for you and to help you guys out. I hope you enjoyed the video and it does answer some questions about the event. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this Versus event. Personally, my opinion is it's the worst one that they've done, and it would have been fine if it wasn't Guardian, if it was like original one shot, one kill, or if at the very least there was melee and body shot damage, because it's just ridiculous trying to only get a headshot, especially with really a completely imbalanced matchmaking. Anyways, though, my fellow Gears, I'm going to go take something for this toothache now, and I will see you all later. Make sure you smash that like button, and of course subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay frosty.